Hey guys,
Welcome back to another episode of Pew Time with Tony.
and Jackie.
Ooh-wee. What a temperature change for us, huh?
Oh my gosh, it was like 56 on Christmas. Yesterday there was a high of 23, but it felt like -3 with a 37-mile-per-hour wind chill.
Yeah, it was nuts.
It was a stern reminder that we are in fact in Chicago.
Yeah, it is wintertime.
Yeah. Welcome to the Midwest.
Right.
Got news.
Yes.
We have quite a few.
We do. So we're going to start off gun news with some watch news. You didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
No.
Surprise!
Yeah. HK has released a watch collab with MTM watches. Please don't shut the podcast off. I know a lot of you might be hearing white noise. Some of you are watch people. I know for a fact you're watch people. I just found this quite interesting. This was actually a paid ad on Facebook to me.
I can't
I was
imagine why you were
targeted.
I can't imagine why you were targeted.
Right. I just found it interesting. I'm like, oh, HK, they came out with a new... This is not a...
And it's not like with this beautiful gun set comes this nice watch. It's just a watch.
Just a watch. It is basically MTM's Hypertech Chronograph 2. They say, HK says it's limited, but I could find nowhere where it said limited to what number. It is a 316 stainless case, and it is a Swiss quartz movement.
Which means
Battery powered, which I have nothing against quartz watches. I have plenty of quartz watches, a lot of Casios, good watches. However, I didn't pay $700 for the quartz watch. I just have a little trouble with that. Unless it has like crazy cool features.
mm-hmm.
And this watch, I don't know. It ain't for me. I'm sure it's for someone.
Well, I think that officially bumps their CC9 to the least expensive thing on their line, including their watch line.
That's hilarious. That's right. The watch is available on HK Shop's website, whatever they call it. I think it's called hkshop.com or .net.
.com.
Yeah. But it's not just watch news from HK. To further cement the fact that HK is steadily 5 to 10 years behind curve, they have released their version of the 19X.
Which is the VP9A1X.
It is full-size VP9 frame.
17 rounds.
Right.
The 17-round grip.
17 rounds with the SK 4-inch upper.
Is the SK 4-inch? I thought the SK was like a 3.5, like a Glock 26 size. Is it not?
Or maybe it's the K?
Yeah, one of them has like a 19 top, which is the K of like their
Yeah,
compact, which would be the full 19
So the K.
size. So it has the K top with the full size bottom.
And you can get it in two versions, OR, which is
Optic ready,
or OE,
which is optic equipped.
and that will come with a HoloSun SCS red dot installed. Wonder if it's zeroed. I didn't see that in the script.
Probably close-ish, but you would
Close-ish.
9 times out of 10 when you buy them installed, you're gonna have to zero anyways.
Yeah. MSRP on these is, where the hell did my...
$1,049, and for the optic ready and the optic equipped is $1,449.
Yes.
I got you, boo.
Thanks. My notes shut off. I was not prepared. I put this next bit in the news just because I found it interesting to show how far a company can go. Henderson PD has officially adopted a new gun for its next duty handguns for incoming officers. That gun is the Springfield Armory Echelon 4.5F, or 4.0C.
Hmm.
I only put this in here because it's kind of, I'm not one of those guns to go, hey, look at law enforcement for the best gun. It's never been the case. But if you look back the past 10, 20 years, aside from 1911s, you never saw a police department. You saw plenty of low-rent security outfits, but never a police department carry a Springfield striker gun.
So what's really funny about that, and I do have a feeling that that has something to do with whoever their firearms instructor is, whoever like signs off on everything, he doesn't like Glocks, right? I can tell you firsthand that the Lyons Police Department, their firearms instructor, has the same type of feeling. Not one Lyons police officer carries Glock. Actually, most of them carry Canic.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is so much fun finding their level 3 holsters for them, let me tell you. Thanks, guys.
You should just look for Walther. I'm pretty sure they use the same holster, don't they?
A lot of them are similar in crossover.
Yeah. Yeah, I just found it interesting. I actually really like the Echelon. I think they've done a good job, and I say Springfield slash HS product.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. Next, you don't know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. So,
I thought we were talking about different law enforcement, so I was going to jump in with
well, go ahead.
a good segue.
Go ahead. Segue. Segue me.
CZ won a major military contract, the first major military contract in modern history.
Reword that. What does that say? What do you mean?
Sir, they won their most significant contract in CZ's modern history.
Okay, there we go.
What did I say?
I don't know. To me, it sounded like in like the military modern history. I'm like, I don't know. It just didn't sound right.
Oh. Well, say what you mean,
It
mean
could-
what you say. I'm
It
sorry.
could have just been me, but I was really confused. Again, maybe I didn't have enough coffee.
The German Bundeswehr, which is their armed services, I think it's got like 2,400 or 2,600 members. That's, military, law enforcement, armed officers, things like that. All of them. They've adopted CZ's P13. They have dethroned the H&K. The P13 is based off of the CZ P10 compact optic ready, and it will be delivered in a flat dark earth.
See, I think you glassed over that, and there was a lot more meaning behind that. The German military forces, which has had an HK, I think it was the USP, for decades, has now chosen a Czech pistol
To replace the
to
German
replace the
pistol
German pistol.
in Germany.
Huh. This is a, like you said, huge win for CZ.
Yeah.
Huge. Huge.
Huge. How big?
Huge. That's interesting. Well, good for them.
Carry on.
Okay.
I wanted to cover the like things
I
together.
gotcha. So, Zaffiri Precision. Some of you may know them, some of you may not. Quick rundown. They're known for making some wildish and outlandish slides. Somewhat normal. They do have some normal options. But they're the guys that were most known for making Glock slides that were fairly affordable, and you can get them from black, silver, tan, dookie green, rainbow trout, and gold for every Glock model and some SIG models that you can imagine. Well, apparently in 2026, they are moving away from the long-running, like, a la carte style build your slide, because whenever you went to their website, you could just pick what length you wanted, like what gun you had, what color you'd like the slide, what color you'd like the barrel. Do you want a steel backplate? Do you want a polymer backplate? Do you want, like, all this other stuff? And you can build a fairly cheap upper. They're changing that to put a greater emphasis on pre-configured uppers. And they're going to start out with 5 offerings: the Zulu, the Echo, the X-Ray, the Vector, and the IBS. I laughed when I read IBS. I had to look in multiple places to make sure that it was not a mistake.
Is that the poop brown one? Please tell me it's the poop
It is
brown
not the
one.
poop brown one.
Okay, because
No,
that would make the most sense.
it is not. Each tier will be available in standard as well as elite. And like the Zulu is like a factory style Glock slide, but the serrations are slanted. Obviously, these are all red dot ready. And going up from there, they just get a little more wild and a little more crazy looking as far as slide cuts and all that. The IBS is, now I'm drawing a blank. I can't believe I didn't write it in here. I think it stands for Integrated Barrel System.
Okay, well, that makes a little
It's a
more
chunk.
sense. Okay.
Yeah. So having that as a cool like buy option from someone is it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pricing and stuff is not available yet. They're set to release this at SHOT Show 2026.
There's another company that made a chunk comp on their gun.
What are you talking
Stealth
about?
arms.
That's not, no.
It's like
It's a regular compensator.
but it's attached to the barrel. It's not like a thread on. So is that
So the
considered?
XC
Is it not considered integrated?
That's integrated, yes. But it's not a chunk port.
Integrated comp is what I meant. You said
There you
chunk
go.
on the last one, and
That's
it
not what
I was not following the bouncing ball, but I picked up a different ball.
Yes.
Claimed it as my own.
Much like Jaki always does. I don't want your ball. I want my own ball. I don't want your AR-15. I want my own. I don't want your platypus. I want my own.
And that's why I have my own AR and my own platypus. And my
No.
own ball.
Talk about the news, damn it. Talk about the news.
Oh. Well, they've dropped. Stealth Arms has dropped a compensated model.
Yes, they have.
It's about $500 more. They have new slide serrations available as well, and they're styled after the prickle grip, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, it does have a cool look to it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I don't generally like have like the strength to like. I always slide off if I try to press check or rack from the front. So I think that would actually be something that would work for me.
For those of you that aren't familiar, the prickle grip is basically like a micro pocket design, and theirs goes completely around. It's not just on, this is what I thought was really cool. It's not just on the sides of the gun.
It wraps over the top.
Yeah,
too.
it completely radiuses and follows the lines of the upper part of the slide. That was quite cool.
Mm-hmm. And they have 2 versions of their ports. The one is a single port, and then there's the multi-port with 2 rear angled ports.
Yeah.
Like 2 diagonal lines that come back from the top port.
That's what it looks like. I mean, I haven't held one yet. Hopefully we'll be holding one soon.
Mm-hmm.
And compare it, because a lot of you reached out to me right away. I'm going to put this back out there. We have a good relationship with Stealth. We do not work for Stealth.
Correct.
So when you guys found out about the compensators the same time that we found out about the compensator. And then I got flooded with messages
all day long
of, hey, are they going to do this? Is this offered? How's this? What's this? I don't know.
We have the same information you do.
I will find out, though. I can tell you that we do have, we are queued up, designed, and ready to get one. It just, much like you guys, it just takes time. So one is been ordered.
Yes.
But it's just not here yet. So I will let you know when it gets here. I don't know which one we got, if it was the regular or the multi-port. Anyway, I'm very scared about the new slide serrations, because not only are the micro pockets in the front, they are also in the rear.
Oh, yeah, thumbs.
Thumbs.
Yeah, thumbs.
Thumbs.
Ooh.
Especially because we're using an RMR dot.
Mm-hmm.
The rear slide serration area is kicked out even further.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
thumbs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So for the initial video, it may be, hey guys, check out the new stuff. Tony's got his thumb bandaged because after 15 rounds, it's bleeding. And then after the very first one, I'll probably grind those off.
Well, we'll have to see. Yeah, maybe
Yeah, it could
maybe
be not. It could not bother me at all.
yeah.
It's just I looked at the rear. I'm like, oh, that looks painful.
Yep.
And some insider baseball for the relationship we do have with Stealth. They are indeed. There is no timeline. I'll repeat it again. No timeline as to when it is available, but they are developing shielded safeties.
Mm.
That will be an option in the future. The future. The future. Not now. I love how passionate you guys are. And like, I don't want to say I belong to a cult of platypus shooters, but it's almost like that.
You can't belong to it if you're the leader.
I'm not the leader. Leader, I am not of that. I know what you guys want, and trust me, every time I talk to them, I give them feedback that you guys talk to me about. A lot of you guys that compete with it and say, hey, I started competing with it because of you guys. You showcased it. It was really cool, and it drove me to buy it. That's awesome. I love shooting the gun. That's what I'm competing with this year. Takes time. Small company, remember? But I just wanted to let you guys know as kind of a, hey, when I find stuff out, I will share it with you. They are developing them with no timeline on release yet.
Again, in case anyone missed it, there's no timeline, and it's not available now.
So I do think this gun, this configuration, is going to turn out to be the ultimate IDPA gun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's kind of why we ordered it.
Yeah. Which is kind of exciting because the reason you got a commander that you let me paint purple was for IDPA.
I know I turned around and got a 5-inch gun. Oh, we should say that, I suppose. It's only available as a 5-inch gun. Because you're basically using a commander upper. And it is integrated full-blown XC style, one-piece barrel, compensator piece. And where was I going with this?
5-inch
Oh,
commander.
and currently it's only available in the Glock mag variant. I asked and got no answer. I don't know why it's not the SIG variant. I know a lot of you are like, I don't understand. Nor do I. And nor do I have answers. I asked. If I get an answer later, I will let you know. Next.
Yeah. Safari Land has come out with a new holster.
Yes. I saw this thing. It looks very fuzzy. It looks very fuzzy.
And it's called the Incog X in the waistband holster.
Yeah, so this is kind of they did a collab with Haley Strategic. And it's a lot like your Apex, like sidecar setup.
Mm-hmm.
Not nearly as customizable. And when I said fuzzy, it's because it's got a micro suede covering on the plastic, because they don't use Kydex. It's kind of the same material they make their level 3s out of. It's just molded into an inside the waistband version.
Okay. And then covered in a micro suede.
Right.
Okay.
100 to $130. It does look comfy. And what I did find interesting is 2-clip design that is only on the holster. And then the mag carrier part is bolted to the rear of that holster through where like the holster clams together.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 clips stay only on the holster.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it does look comfy. I mean, it's not a bad looking holster.
I'd be interested to see how a suede sits on your body all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem, it seems,
It seems like it's just asking to be festered.
yeah. Yep. Why
More
does my
industry.
crotch smell like a locker room?
Oh my god. Industry news.
This is tactical sweat.
We are done talking about sweaty holsters. Justine Williams has announced that she is leaving Colt after 6 years with the team.
Mm,
I know when her and Justine and Jaleese joined Colt, they joined together.
hmm
I've not yet seen anything from Jaleese as to her leaving, so assuming that she's staying.
Okay.
There was no news as to who Justine is going to as far as another team goes. So we just have to wait. Kind of like, Lena and Max Michelle, when they left SIG, there was like that little bit of space and time there where they didn't quite announce yet who they were moving to.
Lena still hasn't.
I feel like it's going to happen soon.
So, do you have any guesses on who she'd go to? Does she go back to Springfield?
Oh, that's right. That's who they were with before Colt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Julie just went to Springfield.
Yeah.
So maybe. I mean, that would be possible.
Or do they go with someone else?
Any suggestions? Any ideas?
I don't know. I think maybe. Honestly, a team that is currently missing solid women shooters is Smith & Wesson. And teamed up with Hunter. And I know they train with Hunter and they shoot with Hunter. And they've done Hunter's belt challenge. I could see the influence of like, hey. And on top of that, Hunter has hinted that Smith is going to be dropping new pistols. And one looked like either a very chunky M&P or my hope is it is whatever this century's or this not century
Decade?
no, not decade, that's not what I'm looking for.
This era.
Yes. Yeah, I guess century would have been the right word. If they made a modern version of the 59 series.
Yeah. We talked about that
Yeah.
quite a few times.
Now, I can't remember the numbers they did. It doesn't even have to be a 59 series. It should be a modern hammer gun. That it can be also single action only, I don't care. That isn't a 2011. But then on the other side, I think they should offer a 2011. Because they do build really good 1911s.
Right.
So I think you should come out with a 2011 that uses 2011 mags and put your own spin on the grips, make it accurate. But then you should come out with the DASA gun that you can also get a single action model in. That should take M&P mags.
Oh, that would be interesting.
So you heard it here. That's my speculation on it. And I think either one of those, whether it's the 2011, which Justine's already very familiar with, and she can shoot limited optics with and stay in the division she likes, or shoot carry optics with a DASA gun.
That would be interesting. The remake of the old models is definitely like there's certainly something there. Like Smith & Wesson never had a lever action on their line until 5 years ago. They brought was that 21?
Yes.
SHOT Show 21, I think, or 23. They dropped the 1854 lever action. About 6 months before then, they dropped their CSX, which is their little single action, essentially like a double stack micro 9, like their little micro miniature single action aluminum frame, but the CSX is for Chief Special. So they redesigned, and did an ode to their older model. So I think that would be something that would be really neat and interesting to see a newer version of the DASA guns. Kind of would give me, I think if they're going to come out with a modern version of it, I think it would kind of be the same size as like the SIG 226.
I could see that. Honestly, to me, it's as simple as you just need to make it like Shadow 2 competitor-ish, and you're there. Like Shadow 2 style, M&P grip angle, M&P mags, like, I don't know, to me, as long as you can design the upper part with like hammer,
Right.
you're good to go.
Agreed.
Atlas has dropped some news, and they've been dropping news left and right. Because we talked about the Hades pistol. Now they've changed all of their guns.
All of them.
And I say that change loosely. They've just updated them. All the new guns are being updated to version 3s, or their V3 guns. And it seems all the popular pistols, the Athena, the Erebus, the Nyx, like all their mainstay guns are all getting V3. And that includes new slides. All V3 guns use the new billet slides that are made in the Vermont facility. The optic plate has been redesigned, they say, for a more pleasing aesthetic, and 2 additional mounting holes to improve security. The V3 plates are compatible with V2 guns, and vice versa. So if you have a V2 plate, you can still put it on there.
Oh, that's smart.
Front sights, they are no longer using dovetail sights. They have moved to a Glock style front sight. And if you don't want any front sight, they also offer a filler plug now as an option for the V3 gun. And they had to note in there because they know some Atlas owners have more money than brains. This does not apply to the Erebus, as it has no sight, or the Artemis, that retains the dovetail sight.
It's funny that the disclaimer exists. But there's a reason for everything, I'm sure.
Yeah, so the Erebus has a fucking hole in it. It's a compensator. And the Artemis is a sight block. There's no way to put a tool in there to get the front sight changed.
Right.
Just in case you were one of those people. And the grips. Oh. You read. I'm about to sneeze.
Oh, I know. They've redesigned the grips, omitting texture and high pressure spots and creating more space for the dominant hand. Is that similar to what they do with like their panels that are replaceable?
That's what they're talking about.
So that's
No.
those panels have just been redesigned.
No,
but they're
they've
still using
redesigned
them?
both. So they redesigned the grip and they've redesigned panels. So the panels have been improved and were, they didn't exactly say what changes they made, but the V3 panels will also go on V2s.
That's good. The barrel changes. They changed the feed ramp angle to improve feeding and adjusted the bore to achieve a higher power factor with the same ammunition. That is exciting.
Yeah, from what I've heard, and this is just talking to other people, not talking to Atlas, speculation or hearsay, but I believe they opened up the diameter slightly. Grip bushings. Installing the new patent pending angled grip bushing, which will prevent over-insertion of magazines. Hooray. This allowing shooters to use the premium Atlas mags without worrying about damaging the ejector. Again,
Slide lock, slam it homes.
more money.
Yep.
Than brains. So I do want to, aside from saying the new stuff they came out with, I got to give Atlas credit. Everyone at first was like, oh, those are all little changes. Like, we're not even going to notice most of those. Isn't that the point? Like, Atlas, to me, as far as off-the-shelf 2011s, they're about as good as you can get. It is a lot of work and a lot of years they've put into refining exactly what an Atlas gun is.
And that's the thing, like refining, perfecting, making it, like making the small changes needed to make your existing product better.
I really, really think more people need to look at like this is what needs to be done. Now, granted, of course, there's going to be moments in the beginning where companies have giant changes.
Mm-hmm.
Atlas is definitely at that point where the small little changes here are kind of what make them stay where they are on top of the 2011 game.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's like small gestures mean a lot.
Yeah.
Ruger.
Oh yeah, speaking of old guns coming back.
Oh yeah. So I was a little surprised. I wasn't aware that Ruger ever had shotguns on their line until I saw this. And I was like, oh, the name of this gun is called the Red Label 3. Because of the 3, that's what led me down the hole going, there was a 1 and 2. And then I found out that there, in fact, was a 1 and 2. They were first introduced in 1977, brought back for 2 additional runs since then. This is the second run, hence Ruger Red Label 3. It is a 20 gauge over under. You can get it in 28-inch or 30-inch. Now,
So hold on before you say this.
I can't.
Before you say this, they were. We had a lot of cult talk in this episode. Red Label fans, cult-like following. And they are legitimately nice shotguns. Like, legitimately nice over-unders. Compare it to some Beretta shotguns where they're in that same price range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Just want to let you know, they're nice. It's not like you picked up a Turkish shotgun and Ruger slapped their name on it. That's not what this is. If it's like the old Red Labels.
Mm-hmm.
Just to look, because I remember Red Labels. I remember dealing with a collection of Red Labels where a guy had like 50 of them.
Yes, I have to keep reminding myself that Ruger is not just your EC9s, your Max 9s, your Americans pistols, your Security 9s, the cheap handguns. I have to continually remind myself that they make the Mark IV target, that they make the Ruger Precision rifle,
Right.
that they have nice properly priced items on their line that are not the cheap entry level. Like, they are nice firearms, and that's what I have to keep reminding myself of when I see the sticker on this over under shotgun of $32.99.
Yeah. But also, it's not wrong that you're skewed that way because you, where you work, you predominantly sell carry guns,
Mm-hmm.
then range guns, then toy guns. You really don't sell a lot of sporting guns.
Right.
Like, it's not really what you guys sell there, so you don't get to see a lot of them. Back when I did more gun stuff, I had a lot of sporting guns, and because we couldn't have any of the fun stuff, and carry guns back, God, I sound so old. Carry guns back then were garbage.
Mm-hmm. Carry guns back then was a Glock 26.
That was innovative.
Yeah.
Like, that was world changing.
Yeah.
To give you guys an idea, when I started working behind the gun counter, Ruger was still making the P95.
Yeah, the P95 and the P89 had just gone out of production a year or two before I started.
Yeah,
so there were still a bunch of them out there, but I was at the tail end of that era.
I was in the era of where most police departments were still carrying double action pistols.
Mm-hmm.
And it had to be double action. That was a requirement for CPD. Like, guys would come in with their Beretta 92D. Like, double action only. Not a, hey, this is the new fancy, like, Glocks were the hot shit. Like, you were new and fancy. I was living the movie scene of Lethal Weapon. I carry a revolver every day. I got a Beretta 92. Oh, you must be a Lethal Weapon. So it's not wrong for you to be skewed, but in the world of, let's get back on track, sorry, and Lethal Weapon rant, in the price range of nice shotguns, that's kind of on par. So we will be stopping by Ruger at SHOT Show because I would like to see it. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of 20 gauge, but I would still like to see if it's $3,200 nice.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be like the perfect person to see it because a lot of people, like, myself, didn't know that that existed before. You know, people that were into sporting back then. And I mean, when I say back then, I don't know when their second run was, but, someone who's been into guns for decades would probably be familiar with it. I wouldn't know, like, does this feel like it has the quality of the older version, the two? Does it not? So,
Well, it's like earlier this year when they came out with like a version of the Ruger number one, and
yeah.
you're like, what the hell? And that's what I told you. I'm like, listen, that's one of those things that they were known for. Like, yeah, they make it's really weird. Ruger's a very weird company because they make guns like the LCP,
Hmm.
but then they make the number one, which has a heritage for being just a really nice gun, really well made, a lot of attention to detail. So they're in a different weird spot. But we'll see. I don't know if 20 gauge over unders excites you. That might be one to look at.
Maybe they'll bring back the P89 and the P95 and the P45.
We could only hope no.
I'm surprised at how many people, like, they go through like waves where people, like, they will get tons of used ones in, no one looks at them twice. And then other times where we have none and everyone's like, "Man, when's the last time you got a P89 in here? Can you put me on a wait list?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, the P95 waves come when people accidentally catch uh, Desperado playing on TV. I'm like, oh, I haven't watched this movie in forever. Like, oh, Antonio made that gun look so bad. I need one of those guns.
The waves. That's very funny. That's probably very true too.
It is very true. Think about why we owned a PPK.
Yeah,
It's the same shit.
that's true. Owned. Past tense.
Yeah.
For a reason. For
Oh,
reasons.
you.
I'm the
You.
reason. I am the reason.
Unbelievable. Anyway,
Last bit of industry news for you guys. I know this doesn't really apply to anyone in this area. ATF forms 1 and 4, which are NFA restricted item forms, they have what they were calling blackout dates. So they're redoing the forms because the big beautiful bill, the NFA $0 tax thing, they have to redo the forms and how they're submitted. So from December 26th till January 1st, when the new ones come out, which is just a couple of days away from now, there are no e-forms. So if you had a draft form submitted before December 26th, it will still be filed properly. If you had a draft form that was not completed before the 26th and was still in draft mode, it is gone. It is completely disappeared. But you would have to restart that form then on January 1st. It said the updates are designed to modernize e-forms and reduce processing time for commonly used submission forms 1 and 4.
that's it for gun. Ugh. That's it for gun news.
That is it for gun news. That was the last.
So this weekend shooting, we did a couple of different things. You
I did nothing.
You did. That's not true.
I
You dropped a holster review.
did. I did. I was working very hard on that this whole week, and I dropped it on Thursday
Yes, Thursday
on Christmas.
on Christmas.
There's a little special something for you guys who watch all the way to the end for
Yes.
Christmas.
So, it was on.
The Tier 1 Concealed APX holster done by Tier 1 Concealed and Donovan from Point 1 Tactics. And this holster, you briefly talked about it with regard to like its modularity when we were talking
Mhm.
about the Safariland holster a bit ago, the fuzzy one that gathers sweat. This does not gather sweat. It is a Kydex shell for the gun. There is a the best way I can explain it, it is like a holy panel,
Like it's
a holy
very religious, or
a holy bendable panel. Like it's a
so it's a religious
flexible,
gymnastics
yes,
person, or
it's a flexible panel with a bunch of holes in it that you attach your left side belt clip and your mag pouch to. So I've been carrying this for almost 3 months
it's
now.
been longer than that.
Well, I didn't wear it consistently. I've only been wearing it consistently
I'm
for
not
3
jealous
months.
about that.
I tried it on. I wore it for a day at work.
Half
I
day,
think I ended
half
up
day.
bringing it home in my purse that day because,
I remember.
yeah. And then I put it to the side. He asked me about it like a week or two later, and I was like, oh, it's because of this and because of that, and I don't like this and I don't like that. So we dug out the tools and he moved all the stuff around to somewhere of my liking. Um, I tried it out again. I don't like change, guys. This it's just what it comes down to. It took me a really long time to actually get to where I was carrying it every day, and I didn't want to put the work in to get comfortable with it. I just assumed I should be comfortable right out the gate.
Oh, hold on. Pause real quick. Tell them why I was having you change it. I'm not a dictator going, you must wear this holster. No, tell them why. It wasn't because, oh, hey, my back's been hurting. I think my carry gun is bothering me.
Oh, yes.
I said, hey, well, let's try one of the dual clip options and a sidecar because you only carry appendix.
To distribute the weight.
Right.
And it did help a
A
lot.
lot.
Yeah, because I had like a mark opposite of I carry at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, like just to the right of my belly button. And the opposite side of my body, off to the back left of my spine, opposite of where I carry my gun, the belt was like digging into my body from like that one point pulling in the opposite direction. So the 2 point has definitely helped out with that. I don't have to have my belt tightened down as hard to conceal as well as I did with my other holster. And I carry my other holster, with a wing, uh, Kydex holster, smallest, shortest mag, and I was still having a hard time hiding it with just that holster. Now I can carry I carry my 15 round mag almost every single day. And then
Yeah, this gun,
I carry the 13 as my backup.
it completely disappears.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I mean, I know I've messed with tier 1 stuff before, and are they a little bit more expensive? Yes. But there is something to having a nice quality holster and seeing it on you. Like the cheaper holster you had, it was nice, but we had to put a lot of work into it. Like we had to change the clip. There was a lot.
Hmm.
This came with all the parts. You had to put the time in, and it was aggravating, right? Like the screws and stuff. Like it can get quite frustrating.
Yeah.
But once you finally got it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
The gun disappears.
Yeah. When I'm at work and I'm dealing with whether it's a man or a woman, they're like, well,
One of those dictator types.
what's your carry gun? And I was like, oh, I carry the Shield Plus, and they're like, yeah, but I mean, you wouldn't be able to hide that in what you're wearing now. I'm like, I'm carrying it right now, and they're like, what? I'm like, I carry it with the 15 round mag, and then their jaw hits the floor, and I show them the corner of the gun. I'm like, 15 rounds, Shield Plus, and a spare mag on the other side. And they're like, oh my God. Like, it is mind blowing to people when I'm talking with them for a half an hour and they have no idea that I have that gun with that big mag on my body at that particular moment, which means I'm doing it right. Thanks to tier 1.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Shield Plus big gun. So funny.
Well,
So funny.
when you're as small as I am,
So funny.
it looks like a big,
Hilarious.
oh my gosh.
No, I find it amazing. I mean, you think about it. Super capable pistol, performs really well, and you can carry two 15 round mags on you, 31 rounds of ammo.
Mm-hmm.
completely hidden on someone that's 5'2.5". Sorry,
5'2.5".
you know, it's 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 amazing. It's really good.
Yeah. So it is super comfortable, but that's what I've been working on this week is, getting the video out and doing the socials with it and
Yeah. So if you want to see the full breakdown of it, head over to the YouTube channel and check out her video. It's not too long, 5 minutes.
yeah.
Quick and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go check it out.
Thanks.
Uh, my weekend shooting has consisted of dry fire and trying to work around breaking through the threshold after a long break. Um, and that threshold being hand cramps, sore hands, and tennis elbow.
Yeah.
I I've been dry firing, but I kind of have to pace myself. Like my brain, I want to go more, but having previously dealt with like a tennis elbow before, it's not something I want to keep pushing to do. So I have to pace myself a little bit, and I know it eventually I'll become more used to the work and the strain going on it. So there's a lot of kind of active recovery and stretching going on in that area. Uh, I will say it's been a long time since I trained really hard, and I got a serious case of bitch hands. My hands are so sore. So sore. And it's got nothing to do with using like the prickle grip on the platypus. They're just sore from gripping.
Yeah, the tightness.
And again, one of those things I just have to work through and get through that little wall, and I'll be fine. But I'm at that point right now where it's like, this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
This really sucks. Some dry fire sessions are 5 minutes long. It's not fun.
Well, you go like 100% on your grip when you dry fire like you do when you're shooting.
What you're supposed to do.
Yeah. I was like, that's for those that
Yeah,
dry fire differently. That's why your hands may not hurt.
that's true. And the other thing I did is I did get a chance to go hunting,
Mm-hmm.
and I
In
went
the rain,
to
in the mud.
in the rain and the mud, and I went to my first public land spot. Found plenty of evidence of deer. Didn't find any. Did a lot of walking, probably over a mile. And as I was getting towards the end of like what I would say like the morning stint, I started hearing uh gunshots. And I'm like, hold on. This is not gun season.
Yeah.
And pull up on my phone, looking through it. I'm like, oh, it is. I completely forgot pheasant season. And during this particular, like where I was at, you can shoot pheasant season in the fields, which is why I had to wear orange archery hunting. I wear it out in public land anyway because, well,
I think that's their policy. That
value.
particular park has a
I looked at
policy.
it. It's only policy during gun season.
Mm.
I wanted to wear it in public because I don't want a random arrow in my ass.
Right.
So I was being a little extra safe. And I don't really dress up in the whole camo thing anyway. Like, I don't get obsessed with it. A lot of times it's just blue jeans and a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
I go out to where originally I was the only car in the parking lot. Now it's littered with pickup trucks and dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Pheasant season fully intact. So I was like, all right, the rest of my night is.
And the field where the pheasants are butts up to the wooded area for
Yeah,
deer
that
archery.
particular area is right next to pheasant fields.
So that's why you saw signs, but no
Yeah,
deer.
starting to see why the tracks were in the other direction.
Right.
So didn't see any deer, not this time. Unfortunately, it's getting towards the end, and I'm gonna have to start looking up recipes for tag soup. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. No. And it is with the weather that we're expecting for the next week and a half. And then the season ends right when we would be leaving for shot.
Yeah.
we're getting down to the skinny.
Yep.
So probably tag soup this year.
Unfortunately, yes. But good learning.
Lots of good learning. I'm really excited because this is my first season. I learned a lot. Weather, moon cycles, wind, thermals, like he's drugged me down this like deep dark rabbit hole. I am not a deep dark rabbit hole type person. I'll take some bit of information and go, "Oh yeah, that's nice. That looks about all I need." This is something that I have dove deep down,
Oh yeah.
like a little obsessive. The only other time I can think of is when I started reloading, is
Yep.
when I got like this deep down a rabbit hole. So this is a fun experience. I learned a lot this year. No, I may not have gotten a deer, but next season, once October 1st rolls around, we can actually hit the ground running earlier in the season and hopefully tag out before it's this damn cold out.
It's a good goal.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't. I went out for my first hunting trip, like one of the last few days in October.
Yeah.
Was my first time out, and everything after that was like, two trips in November, once in December, I think. So it was already pretty cold,
Yeah.
and it made for an absolutely miserable time because prior to Black Friday, I didn't have warm weather gear. Thank you, Black Friday sales. So
Be ready for next year.
I will be absolutely ready for
But
next year.
hunting season is ending just in time for USPSA season. So, and PRS season. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Some stuff coming. And hopefully some shotgun matches at a local range. I'll let you know if those pop up, but I'm undecided now because the Benelli's almost done and the 590 is done. So I'm not sure which one I'd use. They're both very fun.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the Benelli doesn't have a red dot on it.
Yep.
Yet.
All right. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you for stopping by. As always, you know how to reach us, pewtimepodcast@gmail.com, at Laugh and Load on any of the socials. Am I missing anything?
Just to rate and review the podcast because it does help.
Oh, yes. Yes, it does. If you like it, say something. If you don't, shut the fuck up. No, we always take criticism. Guys, let me know that reach out to me regularly. Let me know if the audio is a little bit better on this one. I tried my damnedest with the settings. I'm waiting on a new mic. So hopefully everything is set the way where it's not staticky. Again, apologize for last week's. Hopefully this week's is better. And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.